What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon, and welcome to Collectibles Show and Tell. Before I bring on my guests, I just want to let anyone watching know, check out all the links in the description below. I've got all my guest links to their YouTubes, Instagrams, and I also have a link to every previous episode of this show. So if you enjoy it, check out the back cat. All right, I'm going to bring on my first guest. He dropped out, but he's back. He is my returning guest today. And we'll see if he's got any tricks up his sleeve. It is Lee from Whack Comics. What's going on, mate?
Hello. Thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
Mate. Good to have you back. You were on a very early episode, mate. So it's been a long time since you got back. You got banned. 3. Yeah, you got banned. You too. Yeah. So...
yeah, episode 3 was the first time we were on. What episode is this? 14?
This is 17.
17?
Yeah, it's been a while, mate. It's been going for a while. I don't do these enough. I really need to start doing them more regularly because I need the watch time. Anyway, my next guest I'm going to bring in, first time hanging out with this gentleman, so I'm excited. I've actually been subbed to him for a long time, and he's been subbed to me for a long time, I believe, because he's a very entertaining man, and he's excited to be on. It is Dpiercy. What's going on, mate?
Hello, I'm stoked.
You stoked? Well, what beer are you drinking, mate?
Cheapo Modelo. And I'll be moving on to one of my favorites. It's a local beer. It's called a Holly Llama Jalapeno Lime Ale. I really love pepper beers, and they're hard to find.
Yeah.
So when I'm able to
I drank a beer once that had like this giant chili in there once, and like it was like drinking cold fire. It was really weird.
Like drinking pepper.
All right. So I'm wondering if you're going to show some beers today. It'll be interesting to see what you bring, mate.
We'll see.
All right. All right. And my next guest is, first time on the channel, I believe, but we've hung out many times. It is my main man that I'm representing, Rob Stax. What's going on, mate?
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, Pokey Rob.
Man. Doing well. Are you good to go, mate? Because I think I messaged you at first, and you're like, I collect one thing, and it's Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's all I got. But did you?
For the most, well, yeah. Once you start thinking about like big collections, but then I got a lot of little brack and other stuff, so we're good to go, man.
That's good. That's good. All right. So how we do this? We do 5 rounds.
5. I thought it was 3. Shit.
I swear, Lee.
No, I'm serious. I'll have to grab some more stuff.
All right. We're gonna do one of these ones, and then we're going to start off with our returning guest, and that is Lee.
I really did only think it was 3 rounds. I only brought 3.
Oh, man, did you not read? Did you not read the thing I sent you?
You didn't send me a thing.
He's also going to show up with Ultimate Fallout 4. I can see it.
All you said was, "Can you come on show and tell?" You didn't say how many things. So
oh wait, did I not copy and paste the thing for you?
This is on you, buddy. So first up, I've got a little case here. and this is not filled. This is almost filled with coins. So when I lived in Western Australia, we were like really touristy and went around to all the different touristy destinations. And at all these different touristy destinations, I found that you could get a little coin and fill up a book. And I thought, I'm gonna do that. And I almost did it. I got a lot of things filled, but not quite. So one day I'll go to Western Australia, back to Western Australia, and complete the book. But it's probably too small to even see any of them. Can you see them? Oh shit! Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see one.
Where did you say? Do you get them at like the post office? Is it?
No, they were just at like random places. So like this one is from the zoo, the Perth Zoo. So you would just like go to the Perth Zoo, and they have like every place had like the same little machine sort of thing. You just chuck a buck in, and it'd spit out a coin. And then I was counting around these loose coins for a while, and then one of the places had a book, and I was like, "Ooh, a book to put my coins in." So I got my little book to put all my little coins in, and here's some.
So they're like commemorative coins versus currency coins.
Yeah, commemorative coins.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's like other little stuff, you can chuck in your shit. So it's like some tickets and stuff like that. But Western Australia was a really, really fucking good time. I absolutely loved living there because all we did was travel and camp and stuff. And it's got some of the most beautiful camping spots down like the bottom of the coast. We didn't go too high up the coast, and that's probably why I'm missing most of all the coins that I'm missing is because we stayed down the bottom. But yeah, I will fill this book one day. That's my life goal.
Those little pockets that you've got them in, is each one have a destination? Like this is where the zoo one goes, and this is where this. Okay, so it's almost like collecting, like, I don't know, Pokestops.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it though. It made it a heap of fun going around to all the different places and try to find the coin machine. And,
What makes it when all these places you visit, you get an inexpensive souvenir that you can remind you of all this stuff instead of having to blow a whole bunch of money on something big that you got no place to stick anywhere.
Exactly, and they're all little tiny, fit in this tiny little folder.
Yeah,
it's convenient. But yeah, that was me collecting coins when I was living in Perth in 2010. That's when I lived there. And that's my first round.
Very good, mate. All right, I just realized, so I was supposed to send you the list of stuff because I know you've been on the show before. I was going to send it to you anyway, but it turns out I did not. So here's the rules and regulations for Collectible Show and Tell coming your way right now. So
a bit late. I'll
Simon, if you've never learned anything from watching YouTube, is that you have to give Whack Comics rules.
Well, last
even
time
then, forget.
When they pulled out their homemade toys last time, I was like, I knew you two are like the two kids that had to be separated in class. Otherwise, they're going to no good. All right.
Thanks, Digger Jim. Of course, if anyone would appreciate my coins, it would be Digger Jim. So thank you, Digger Jim.
All right, and thank you for watching, Digger Jim. All right, Dan, round one, fight.
All right. First up, I have these tripods I collect. No, just kidding.
I've got some of those.
My tripod collection. No. Okay. So, anyone who's watched any of my shows before has seen me drink some beer and show off pint glasses. So here's a couple. This is one from a local movie theater, Studio 35, Batman pint glass.
Nice.
And then we got some standard tune tumblers. Actually got this last summer, I think, from Graham Cracker Comics in Chicago. And here's a Hulk pint glass I picked up recently. I really like the older design of the Hulk there. It's pretty cool. And Shang-Chi here. And it's funny. I have arguments with my wife because a lot of times she will drink from these glasses and break them, and I have to scold her because some of these are kind of pricey now. I had an Iron Fist one, I had a Doctor Strange one that have both been broken, and those are a little bit more than your $25 sale on eBay now. They're more like 30, 40, 50 bucks. So
do you have a Harley one?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, because I was wondering where you got all those from. I know you've mentioned that you get them on eBay and stuff, but I've never seen those before ever anywhere here. So, and they're all the same. So I was wondering, like, if the same company make them and things like that.
Yeah, this is a cool one too. I got this one in Cleveland a couple years ago. Batman animated series. So it's interesting. Like you'll go to the corners of a local comic shop in anywhere USA, and I mean they'll have like this is an obscure one, and this was in like a corner in Cleveland, as was this Sergeant Rock one.
But in a comic shop.
Yeah.
So, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Very good. Yeah. So for those who don't haven't seen Dan's channel, he likes to drink beer. He likes to burp, and yeah. All right, that's your round.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, Rob.
All right,
what you got, mate?
Well, I might as well start off with the simple one that like everybody in the world does. You got to do Funkos, right? But my thing on Funkos is because you can't collect them all. They're not Pokemon, right? You gotta pick a category. And for me, it's Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas is a movie that me and my family are really keen into. So to start off, I just go. You got to go with just go big or go home with the big Oogie Boogie, who's my favorite of all the characters.
Oh, look at that.
So yeah, he's the good size Oogie Boogie, and then you can also have, then you get some of those like the little diorama ones. So you get like the Oogie Boogie with the wheel, when you want to be a gambling man. But even though I love Oogie Boogie, you also got to have like your Jack Skellington, and this one here is signed by Chris Sarandon, who did the voice for Jack Skellington in the movie. Got a little Beckett COA with the little number tag next to it. So
a Beckett COA. Do they need to cite?
So it's a witnessed signature. Then they put a sticker on the side that has a serial number, and then the COA has a serial number that matches that sticker that's on the item. So that's how you'll know that COA actually goes to this particular item.
Cool.
There you go. So go pumps there.
You know what's funny, man? I know Nightmare Before Christmas has such a big,
oh my god,
cult following.
Holy cow!
I've only watched it once, and I don't really remember much about it. Like I watched it way later in life too, so it wasn't something, I thought it was cool, but it wasn't something that I guess. Yeah.
Oh, it's every Halloween, every October 1st, we pull that out here, and it goes up. We start playing it and watching it, and you can watch it all the way through Christmas time because it's Halloween and Christmas.
I was going to say that like movie comes on in October and doesn't stop playing until Christmas.
Yeah,
that movie
we do.
Great.
When we even did, my sister recently even did a thing when they were decorating their office. They did Nightmare Before Christmas starting in October because they could put up the Halloween decorations and just leave them up all the way through Christmas. It's great.
Has there been Nightmare Before Christmas comics?
Yes. So there has been comics, including recently the manga. There's been Zero's Journey. It was another kind of continuation of it that was released. But of course, it all stems from, since you brought up the original item, stems from the children's book. This is what it all comes from. So this is a first edition of first printing of the original book. Story of the Nightmare Before Christmas is all based on.
That's cool.
It looks like a children's book, but if you read it to young children, they may be a little scared. Tim Burton is, Tim Burton.
Oh, we missed it. Tim Burton is what?
Tim Burton.
Okay.
That was all. I just left it very simple.
I thought I'd cut you off there, mate.
No.
All right. Lee.
All right, I went and got 2 other things.
Yeah.
And I had Dan showing some glasses, so I thought I'd show a couple of glasses as well. I've got.
Oh, I remember those. Were they from Macca's?
Nice.
These are from Macca's.
Oh,
These are
yeah.
the Batman Forever.
Batman and Robin, yeah.
No, Batman Forever.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got the question mark. This is the Batman cup.
Man,
I've got
I
all
wish I still had
4.
those.
This is the Robin cup. They're all pretty cool here. This is the Riddler cup. And my favorite one, just because the handle is the coin slipping, it looks really cool, is the Two-Face cup. How cool is that? He's flipping the coin and it's coming around all the way to make the handle.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, these are some of my favorite cups. I hardly ever fucking use these cups. They come out on very special occasions.
Those mugs look like they're all different shapes and sizes.
These 2 are the same, and then these 2 are the same. But yeah, they are 2 different sizes.
I remember those when I was younger. Spirit, I didn't keep all that. I've got a Batman mug from when the '89 Batman movie came out. And I remember my parents took me to the city and they had the '89 Batmobile there, and you could take a photo with it. And then they bought me a Batman mug, so I've got that still since 1989.
Do these come out in Macca's in the States over there?
Yes, actually, I have a set of them up in the top back of my cupboards.
Nice. Yeah, I love these. These are pretty cool. Cool set. Hey, I love finding out that other people have them. There's a lot of people that have them though. They always have that one that has broken. So I'm glad that I don't have that one that is broken so far.
The really good ones were back in the 70s and early 80s. Burger King used to do these glasses all the time that were like Star Wars. For Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, they did these glasses with paint stuff, but they would get, as kids, you wanted to use them all the time, but they'd run them through the dishwasher, and the dishwasher would just eat all the paint right off of them, or whatever they do. And
yeah, that's what I like about these ones. There's no paint.
Yeah,
on them. It's all just like, I don't know if you would call it glass embossed. Is that it? What's it for glass?
Wait, were they glass? I thought they were more like a plasticky sort of.
No, these are glass.
These are glass.
Okay, I can't remember. I thought
really very fragile glass. So, yeah, that's me.
Very good. Very good. All right, Dan, what you got, mate?
All right. Have you guys seen this before?
So you can eat Wonder Woman. There you go.
Wonder Woman milk chocolate.
Oh my god!
I picked this up a couple years ago at a Kroger's in Columbus, Ohio. I got 4 of them. I sold 2 of them for like $20. But I am a Wonder Woman homer, so I collect stuff like this. I got 1 on each pillar of the shelf here. So I mean, it's awesome. It's
is that the only one they did?
I've not seen another one, or I would have picked it up. And also, to go along with that, like they do these Star Wars tins too. There's a Darth Vader one. I had an R2D2 one that I sold.
It's hilarious.
I've been trying to sell this for like 2 years, but I'm happy to keep it too. But this Wonder Woman thing though it's pretty fun.
I thought, like, wouldn't it just, like, chocolate after a while goes all.
I am sure. I am sure. I mean, this is at least. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes before it. What is the word? It decomposes. Yes. So.
Interesting.
I'll let you all know.
Cool. Nice.
That's so
chocolate.
cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. What's going on, MadSpidey? Wait. Oh, yes, Tuesday. He'll be working. All right. So we're back at Rob. What you got?
So I cook. People watch see me on. We know eventually I'm on a stream long enough. We're going to start talking about food and I cook. And one of the things I do I collect. I got a whole shelf up in my kitchen. Is we do hot sauces. So brought a couple. To cut them down. This one here is a discontinued item. This is this is Crazy Jerry's mustard gas hot sauce. It's a mustard based hot sauce, but it's done kind of like a poisonous gas canister. So mustard gas, so to speak. This one is called Lethal Ingestion, and this one includes. It basically says that this is what every chili head wants. So basically, they go on to tell you basically that unless you're an expert, an experienced chili head, you should not use this. And the dosage is 1 drop per large food item, and that it will cause gastrointestinal issues, et cetera, et cetera. What's really great about it is when you pull it out of the box, the little bottle is also still done up like medicine,
cool.
like a medicine vial. Yeah, not medicine you want to inject, that's for sure. It does say specifically on here it is to be taken orally only.
Are you gonna taste test any of these for us?
I've taste tested some, but these ones are just the collectors. This one here, this is Ass Reaper. And come done of his little vial. And of course, no collection will be collect. If you have Ass Reaper, you also have to have Ass Blaster, which comes in the outhouse. You can open it up, and then the bottles.
That's cool.
I love how creative they get with the bottles and cases and stuff. That's so cool.
That's it.
That's very cool.
I only brought 4 of them. Sorry.
Yeah, because I've had some of those crazy ones where you're only supposed to use a drop, and they're pretty, they're pretty intense. Because I like my spice food, but I don't understand. Real chili lovers, and like for example, eating a ghost. What Carolina Reaper or whatever. Right?
Carolina Reaper is much better.
Yeah,
ones, like, how people say, "Oh yeah, it's super hot," but like, I love the flavor afterwards. It's like
you do with a Carolina Reaper. That's true. Carolina Reaper has a fruity flavor. That's why I use it in my. I use a Carolina Reaper mash when I make my FYR sauce, which stands for you, Rob, because it's so damn hot, you scream out. But the ghost pepper has a quicker hit, but it has a more chemical flavor. And that's where a lot of these, when you get these really hot ones, you have a very chemical taste to it. And that's usually because of the capsaicin and how they process it. So depending upon what they do, how they process it, everything else, depending on what you get. But some of them are bred just for pure heat, whereas Carolina Reaper does have a nice fruity flavor that can go along with that heat.
How many different bottles of hot sauce do you own currently?
I don't know, about 50 or 60.
Holy shit!
And I'm guessing they're so potent inside they don't go off or anything, right?
No. They're basically, you used to preserve food by rubbing it in peppers and stuff. These things are, most of them are for display now at this point. The ones that are up on the shelf and stuff, they're kind of display ones. I have the ones that I use myself for my regular everyday eating or when I'm making my barbecue sauces and stuff. But, most of the rest of these 50, 60 bottles, wherever, these are pretty much display purposes. Kind of, some of them have these funky names like this, and some of them are just, like Dave's Insanity Sauce. Everybody knows Dave's Insanity Sauce. And Blair's Death Sauce and some of those other things like that.
I remember Dave's Insanity Sauce. Someone had it at work, and like I was like, I would just put a drop on what, do you guys have like sausage sizzles over there? What would you call that in America? Anyway, like a hot dog kind of thing.
Yeah.
Put a drop on each side, and then the guy comes along. He's like, he's like, "Is that hot?" I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "It's not hot," and he puts like a massive blob onto this thing, and then like dips his finger and puts it in his mouth. He's like, "That's not hot." And then me and my friend are just like waiting for it.
Right. Yeah, because there's always the delay on it. One of the nice things now is there's also a lot of stuff that's like, I guess, some product called like Nitro Death Rain and stuff, and Ghost Powder and stuff, where they basically dry the hot sauce and make it into a powder. And that's really kind of nice. Sometimes if you don't like the hot sauce flavor, but you want the high intense heat, you can sprinkle a little bit of it inside your burrito or whatever you're eating, or sprinkle it on there, and it'll give you a good punch in the face without augmenting the flavor of the rest of your food so much.
Nice. Very good. Lee, I think it's your turn.
I got some potatoes.
What?
Oh, potatoes. Mr. Potato Head is cool.
Is that Batman?
This is Batman, Mr. Potato Head.
Batspud.
I love this one. It's pretty cool. And it's got some cool box art too. Look at. And then you can't have Batman without the Joker, of course. So we've got Potato Head Joker. I fucking love it. How cool are these, right?
That is cool.
It's way too cool. And it's got some cool
When did
box
they
art
come
stuff
out?
as well.
Like, how old are they?
Sorry?
How old are they? Like, when did they come out?
When Dark Knight Rises came out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got those two. And then I also got some smaller ones. We got Iron Man. There's a little tater. And we've got Captain America. There's a little tater. How cool are these? And then we got Spider-Man as a little tater as well. There's a whole bunch of Star Wars potato heads too, but I haven't got any of them for some reason. I will one day, hopefully. But yeah, I absolutely love Mr. Potato Head. So when I saw all these coming out, I was just like, "You fucking kidding me? Of course I'm gonna get them."
Do they do anything though? Like, can you remove? Because isn't the whole potato head thing like?
Yeah,
you
can remove them and build and swap them together and do like all the potato head things with them for sure. But I haven't taken them out of the box ever, as you can tell, probably. Right. Yeah, they're pretty cool. He was my favorite and Toy Story. I love Mr. Potato in Toy Story. I remember Toy Story 4 when he just got the fucking, what was it called? The fucking tortilla or the bread thing, the fucking wrap, and just put his limbs on the wrap and was like sliding under the doors and shit. Do you remember that?
I haven't seen the fourth one.
Really?
Yeah.
You obviously
All right.
Toy Story kid.
Well, like number 3, like it had a pretty good ending. I feel like they didn't need a fourth
Oh,
one.
it's number 3 is the one I'm talking. Is it number 3 the one I'm talking about? Yeah, this is number 3 when he eats the tortilla. Yeah, when they're in the kindergarten.
I can't remember. I just remember it being a pretty sad movie.
Yeah.
But it didn't get me. So good.
Do you like Mr. Potato Head, Rob?
What's not to love about Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's even got a battering. How cool is that?
His only weakness is an air fryer.
True.
Very good. That's all your potato heads?
That's my potato head.
That's a lot of potato heads. I'm impressed. Did you have that? Was that part of your original 3, or did you grab that?
That was a part of my original 3, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, Dan. Your next surprise, mate.
All right. Wrestling cards.
Yeah.
Now, Simon, you're a combat sport enthusiast, but you don't.
I am.
You're not
I
into
used to-
professional wrestling, though, are you?
I was into wrestling
Years
when I was a
ago.
little kid, and then I got over it, and then I got back into it in my late teens to probably early adulthood, and then once I got into MMA, I just dropped the wrestling.
Yep. My nephew got into wrestling like 5 years ago, and we were going to shows and stuff. And I just took a particular liking to certain female wrestlers. Shotzi Blackheart, rookie card. Shotzi Blackheart, autograph, rookie card.
Rookie cards.
Another Shotzi Blackheart card.
Yeah, the first year that they show up within the organization.
Correct. I got this really cool Io Shirai Kiss signature card. She kisses it and she signs it, folks. Yes.
It's it. Now you got her DNA. You can clone her and Have your very own.
Yeah, I showed this to Cole from Cole's Comics Claims, and he's like, "Do you kiss that card, Dan?" I'm like, "No, I do not, Cole." I'm a big Oscar mark, so I got some Oscar cards here.
Nice.
Missing a center card. I sold her rookie card to.
Is this all the same character? Did you say, or the same person?
No, it's 3 different ones: Io, Shotzi, and a Japanese gal named Asuka. And it's kind of interesting. My nephew was a big John Cena fan, and so I was picking up Cena cards for him.
Man, I wish I could see those cards. Just can't see them.
Yeah. And it's interesting. He was so overexposed years ago when he was active, and the actual monetary value of a lot of these cards is just like it's gone through the roof since
Wow.
Peacemaker. So,
Oh, really?
yay!
I remember, so right towards the end of when I was still into wrestling, John Cena was kind of new. Like when he first came, he wasn't even that, that homeboy sort of thing. He was just like a wrestler and things. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he was WWE's main guy for like 10 years, and people just got sick of him being rammed down their throats. But like, I had like 3 different versions of this card, and one of them actually sold for like $200, and I bought it for like 20, like 3 or 4 years ago. So it's crazy how these cards can take on a life of their own financially.
Cards is one thing I never thought would go crazy again, and I can't believe how crazy they are now.
Yeah.
But I try not to watch too many videos on card. I've subbed to a few card channels now, but I try not to watch them too much because I don't want to. Like, I saw a guy unpacking like some UFC cards. I was like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind just 1 pack," and then 1 pack leads to 2, and then 2 packs leads to a box, and then I collect cards now.
Well, and they were like what, $5 a pack, and you get like 5 cards now. It's like,
yeah, what's
ridiculous.
That? Yeah, there was one pack. And I could have sworn he only had like 3 or 4 cards in there. And I made a comment. I was like, did that pack only have that many cards? He's like, yeah. No one noticed but me. He's like, yeah.
You don't even get any chewing gum anymore. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, sad face for no chewing gum.
It always was nice in case you needed to break out of prison or something. You could use it to chisel your way out.
All right. That was a good one. What we got, Rob?
Well, I'm going to go back to Nightmare Before Christmas because I have a lot of things that tie into Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm going to alter it up here. So one of the things is, of course, they make games, and games, they like to, you can only sell so many versions of Yahtzee or Monopoly or something. So they keep making more to make people buy more, right? And so some people will just collect a certain game, but for me, I collect the games that are themed to Nightmare Before Christmas. So this particular one here is, again, my man Oogie Boogie, where Oogie Boogie is the cup that you put the dice in, and all the dice have the little skull and stuff on there, just like the dice in the movie Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's awesome. I think you showed that off on Daddy's Toy Chest.
Yeah, I think I did too, but I probably didn't show off this one, which is Munchkin. Steve Jackson games, all Nightmare Before Christmas themed version of Munchkin. And
Munchkin? I've never heard of that.
You've never
Lee, is that a thing?
Different story. All right, and then
that's cool.
Operation, Operation
like that.
Boogie. All right.
Is that still sealed?
Yes.
Wow.
It's still in the
bread
plastic.
basket? The bread basket was hard.
I can't believe you haven't been tempted to play that.
There's flu bug, snake bite, spider veins, snake eyes, crawling flesh, split a seam, clubfoot, lockjaw, fingers crossed, scorpion sling, dizzy spell, and bat's got your tongue are the different ones. So
that's easily the coolest thing you've shown off so far.
So yeah, this one's still there, and then I also have the the Clue and Monopoly and other games and stuff too. But I just figured to, there you go, little But no, you haven't played. I will get you some information about this. This is a great game. Essentially, Munchkin, in the very quick 10-second cliff notes, is if it's like Dungeons and Dragons without having to build characters or anything else. You just need to go straight into the fight with via a card game. Good fun.
Dungeons and Dragons. I can't say I've ever. Well, I remember once playing Dungeons and Dragons at school, but it was a very vague. You can just do anything, right? I don't know. From memory, it was just like they tell you a story and you can just do whatever you want. I didn't quite get it.
It's by far my family's favorite. One of my family's favorite games, right behind Catan.
Munchkin. You played Munchkin, Lee?
No.
Not an Aussie thing?
Maybe I've never heard of it.
Wow. I'll talk to you later. I'll show you something.
All right, very good. That was a good one. Lee, are these your emergency picks now? Is that what we're up to?
This was my original third pick. This one was. Okay. I like to collect prints because they're a lot cheaper to collect than original art. You know, when you see some cool artists at cons and stuff, I'm going to show some cool prints that I have. This is Dean Ricky, an Australian artist that does a lot of Simpsons comics and stuff. I love that. How cool is that one?
Nice.
And then I got this one's Arthur Adams.
Oh, nice.
There's Big Harley Quinn. This one's got a lot of cool little Easter eggs and stuff.
Harley Homer.
As well. Yeah, I really love this one. And this one is by an Australian artist called Paul Abstrus, something like that. He's a really cool guy anyway. I see him all the time at the cons and he's always like just really nice to talk to and friendly. But this is the first print that I've ever got where is it here? In this corner here. I don't know if it's going to come up too well, but it's 1 of 100. So it's the first one from the set or whatever, you know. So I've never got anything like that's really low number like that. And to get number 1 was pretty cool.
That's sweet.
I really liked the print, and you know I could never afford original art, and he had some for sale that was cheap. So I was like, you know what, why not? So I got it was really interesting to see this because he had them all drawn individually and then photoshopped them together, you know.
Wait, so what's that? That's the original?
That's the original art for this.
Look at you, mate, with your original art.
Oh, wow, cool.
For Wonder Woman.
That's cool.
And then we got Batman as well from the same.
Oh, that's cool.
Thing. These are like my only 2 pieces of art that I own that are this big. And I fucking love them though, because
that's cool.
It's in pencil as well.
I love seeing pencil art.
Yeah, it's all in pencil. It's really, really fucking nice, and yeah, one of them looks fucking really sick. But yeah, so when I got number 1 of this, it definitely enticed me to grab some original art as well to you know pair along with it.
That's cool. Where do you store those? Where do you keep them?
In a bag.
In the bag, yeah, okay.
I've got so many. I've seriously got a stack of them. Like one day, I would love to get them all framed, but I don't know how many I have. Maybe around 50 different prints.
Because I just got a folio for the couple of original art things I picked up recently. So I was thinking I'll probably I'm going to start putting prints in here as well because I'm never going to fill it up with like stuff. So I've got like Austin LeMay thing. So I've got my original art at the front, and then I was going to start putting prints from the back going towards the middle because I can't see me having too many original art pieces in my life. So yeah, but those folios are really cool. MadSpidey.
I do love some prints. There are some really cool prints out there too that you can get that artists have, you know, like, and they're usually pretty cheap, and it's hard not to get them, like a whole heap of them, especially when they have deals like 3 for $40 or whatever. You know, you're like, fucking sold. I'll take that one, and that one. I used to get them as gifts a lot as well. So like if I bought 3 like that, I would maybe get 1 or 2 for myself, and the third one is a gift. Or like with Jamie Johnson, I got the Killaroo. This was on your stream last time I showed them. I got the Killaroo, his cover for Killaroo. I got 3 copies of the same print, and he's like looking at me like, what? I was like, I want 1 for me, 1 for Tyler, and 1 just to give away, you know. But...
So Lee, you draw. Lee, do you draw? You draw, don't you?
I do draw. This is
is that a Wacom on your left? Yep.
Okay. Got a nice lab.
Very
it is
cool.
a Wacom.
How big? What's the screen size on that?
It's a big
Good
boy.
question. About that big.
Yeah. Okay.
It's that looks like, has that got a screen on it?
It is a
Or is
screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of the screen ones. They're like,
Yeah, and I got a pen to draw.
you know, there's other Wacoms where you kind of got to draw on the Wacom and look at the screen. Like that's in my head. It's just like, man, how do you do that?
You know, I wasn't gonna even say this, but I might tease. I'm gonna tease a little something. I'm gonna be announcing it soon, but I have my first piece of original art getting published very soon, and I cannot fucking wait.
Cool, man.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. I can't wait to talk about it and share it a bit more, but that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Very nice. Very nice. How dare
But
you?
Lee,
All right.
if it turns out to be an original art meme of me as a Pokemon, I'm going to come find you in Australia.
And I will kill you.
You're gonna come find me and take me out for dinner?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we'll do.
Oh,
I get to
Looking
take Lee
forward
out for
to it.
dinner soon. All right. What you got, Dan?
Oh, I'm up. Okay. Keeping with the sketch thing, we can make an exception for sketch covers, from what I understand. So this is a Jimbo Salgado Harley Quinn original art sketch I got a few years ago. Jimbo's an artist from the Philippines, and it's really took me about a year to get this back.
So
But
you actually got a commit. It was actually a commission.
yes, he was his art agent was actually soliciting sketches on the CGC boards, and yeah, I signed up, and wow, this is beautiful, yay! And then if you guys have heard of Chadwick Haberland, he specializes in photorealistic pencils, and he did this Wonder Woman for me a few years ago. It's a CBCS art label, so that's kind of cool too.
Tell me about that. I haven't seen. I've seen that. I think Rob, I've seen you show something. That
Yeah,
had
all
art written
of mine, all of mine are that like that with the art label. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised this isn't more popular than it is. You don't have to get a grade. They just certify it as art and authenticate the signature and the artwork. I'm a real big Wonder Woman homer, and Chadwick, well, he knocked it out of the park on this. So.
Yeah, what they'll do is they actually just if it's witnessed, they'll verify the art. But if it's something you're sending in that you had done elsewhere, they're only going to verify the signature. So but the label it still is an art piece, and you get the yellow label, and there's no grade on it, so it doesn't matter. Like if the cover gets a couple dings in it while they're doing the art, the grade doesn't matter, because let's be honest, it's an original piece of art. It's one of one. So
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't need a big fucking art in the top corner to tell me that it's art. You know what I mean? It's the most
it's either art or a grade. I mean,
why does art need to be verified as art? I can see it's art. You don't need to verify.
Instead of putting a grade there, they're just saying it's an art piece. So
you know what I really like? You know how Legion made his own slabs, and he just had the near mint or very far, I think that looks cool. I think that looks very cool.
Like
Is that
these,
what
yeah.
what are they called again? EC.
Well, no, it's not. Well, it's the same slab that EGS uses, but this is just like what the same thing that Legion was doing. You buy this, you buy the slab, and then actually, we make your own label, so you can blow it up for a second if you want to see it.
Sorry, yes, I can do that. Sorry, I'm amateur at this.
So you can get the near mint, and it's got my logo there, and on the back side, then a QR code that goes to my YouTube, my thing there. But then you get these. But so they have both Legion and I. We got the great White Shadow Chip Getler helped us out with our logos or making out our little things because he's great at that stuff. And then just throw it in there. Yeah,
that's very cool. That Halo slab I mentioned I was getting earlier that I waited a year on. The reason I wanted it was because the guy was getting a custom label done, and he said because Mark supplied the books, my LCS, he was going to get the Big City Comics logo on the label maybe. So I'm really hoping that's on there because that's the whole reason I wanted it. I thought that'd be cool. What's going on, Matt? Well, I bludgeon high in the corner at work. Very good. Okay. That was some sketch covers, and now we're back to Rob.
All right. Breaking it up into something different here. So one of my early things growing up, I loved the cartoon gargoyles in the 90s. Both my wife and I both loved it. And so when we got married, one of the things we started kind of collecting early on was little stone gargoyles. And so we would get these usually back in the day, back in the 90s, there were shopping malls that you go walk around, and generally there would be some stupid shop that would have a bunch of these little figurines in there, along with fake swords and other doodad stuff. And so we would pick up a variety of gargoyles, and we have all these things up on the tops of the shelves all around the house, looking down on you and stuff. And it's just kind of cool.
I can kind of picture your house having one at the front, like on the roof.
Yeah, it'd be great. No, but none outside the house, but all like the tops of the shelves and stuff all around the house was like these little gargoyles perched up, like almost anything that's raised up high. It's like we got these little gargoyles all around, perched up places. This was the very first one I ever picked up.
Do you have much? I guess merch stuff from Gargoyles, the show?
Absolutely none.
None? Because there's that figure I think it's a NECA figure that a lot of people have shown, I've seen.
Yeah, no, I have absolutely nothing from the show. I don't even have the comic book, although it's on my list of books to acquire at some point. We have I think we might have the VHS tapes somewhere around the house. And a Foot Locker out in the garage or something in a storage unit. But other than that, no, we just collected regular gargoyles.
VHSs are the next big thing, mate. I saw a video where these guys are like, he's like, check out this. I picked up, and like he'd show like whatever it was, like the Crow, and then he opens it and it's still sealed, and everyone's like, whoa! Like it was.
I don't know. I don't get it. Because it was horrible media. At least with vinyl, I understand it because vinyl sounded better, but VHS was garbage.
No, well, I can see it as a collector's item because it's a format. It's like how cassette tapes came back. It's like
cassette tapes are garbage.
I have friends who have bands who like they put this stuff on cassette tapes, and I was like, I'll take one, but I can't listen to it, right? Like no one's listening to this shit. So
I have a tape deck out in the garage, but
but like DVD would never make a comeback because it's just like it's still a disc. So that disc just keeps getting better now with 4K Blu-ray and all that sort of stuff.
Right. You can still
VHS is at least a format of the past that what I mean. I can see the collector side.
But it was made for a different type of television. I mean, VHS was made for either PAL, CCAM, or NTSC televisions, not for the ATSC HD and 4K television. So, I mean, you have to get all kinds of adapters to make it play, and the scalers don't necessarily work right. It's the wrong format, picture size. I mean, you're going from a 230 interlaced in the US, even in the US. Well, I won't get into technical stuff. Forget it. But it's garbage.
I still have a couple. I've got like the Warriors on VHS tape. I got a Pumping Iron with Arnie on it.
Yeah, I saw.
All right. Brilliant. Wow, Lee, bringing it home strong, mate. This is your final round.
Might be a little bit of a hint on what's going on. I just grabbed these on the side because I didn't know what else to grab, so I thought I'd show off some of my bass guitars.
Nice.
So this is one of my favorite ones. I used to play when I was in a band. Used to play it a lot. It's my bat bass.
A sticker, or is that on the guitar?
It's a sticker. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a well-placed sticker.
I was going to say, it's very well placed.
Yeah. This is a Ibanez. We can get the head stuck in there. There we go. Yeah, this was one of my favorite ones to play live. This
cool.
one here is a bit of an oddball one. I love this one. This is what you call a half acoustic bass. And one of my favorite things about it is it looks like Shrek, don't you reckon? Like the outline of that bass.
If you made it green, yeah.
It's Shrek. It's fully right there. It's a Shrek. And okay, some headstock for you. This one's got a pretty nice sound to it. If it had some fresher strings on it and was in tune. And then we got one more to show you. I've got a couple more, but I don't want to show you all of them. This is one of my favorite ones. This is an acoustic bass.
Wow, I haven't seen that. I don't think.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is a fucking fat boy too.
Can you plug that in though? Is that like an electric acoustic?
Yeah, it's semi-acoustic, so you can plug it in. This one's got a really nice full sound to it as well, but probably would sound better with no strings. I can change the strings in a good minute.
Can you do that slap thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's out of tune big time. Listen to that. Terrible. But yeah, I love the bass. I love playing just any instrument. The drums was my first instrument that I played, and then I moved on to bass because I went to TAFE and got a certificate 3 and 4 in music, and you have to pick an instrument, elective instrument, and they wouldn't let me pick the drums. You had to pick an instrument that had notes and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll grab the bass, and I fucking fell in love with it. And then after playing the bass for a while, I was like, the guitar is not too much of a leap from the bass, you know, it's only an extra 2 strings. So I learned how to play the guitar after that as well. And I played bass in a couple of bands. I fucking miss playing bass in bands for sure, because it's just a real groove, fucking fun time, you know?
I used to, I have a Fender jazz bass in the garage. I played bass in bands for about 5 years.
This brand here, Monitoring, is the same brand that the Beatles played, I'm pretty sure. I think so. It's what someone told me one time. This headstock. This is huge too, this bass. Like, it looks massive on me. You know, like, it's just a big boy.
Very cool. I find most people who play drums, not everyone, there's one guy I work with who plays drums and he can't do anything else. But like,
yeah,
most drummers I know can play guitar and do everything else as well. Like the drummer from my band, he was more talented than anyone else in the band at all their own instrument. Like he could play guitar better than a guitarist, play bass better than a bassist.
I've been in a few bands like that where I've been like got stuck behind the drums to like try to teach the guitarist and the bass player how to play the thing a little bit better.
Yeah. So the last band I was trying to start, the drummer, he wrote the guitar because originally he played guitar. So he wrote a guitar riff and I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And then he decided, you know what? I'll play drums. We'll get someone else to play guitar. We've brought in 2 guitarists and none of them can play this thing. Like they can play it, but they don't play it properly. Like they're missing a note almost every time they play this riff. And I'm like, I don't understand. The drummer, why can't you guys play the drummer's bloody guitar riff?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. Dan, what are you gonna go out with a bang with, mate?
Okay. I need to get this off the shelf. Hopefully I don't drop it.
Drop it.
Hashtag Star Wars guy. Do I have it ready? Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Is that Lego?
Yes, it is Legos.
Cool.
I got this a couple of years ago. God, I got to put two hands on this bad boy. For my nephew, and a lot of fun to put together. And
How long?
it was at least 3 or 4 2 or 3 hour sessions. I mean, we'd go to town on it, and then until we were tired, and then come back to it. The first wing, inevitably you put stuff on backwards or upside down, whatever, and have to rebuild it. And once you get that done, the second one is easier. So, and it's a curious thing too. Like, this was like $80 when I bought it.
Wow.
And like they're on eBay now for like $200 and $300.
Yeah, I can't believe the markup on Lego. It's crazy.
That's insanely beautiful, though. Hey,
I love it. I love it. I was supposed to give to my nephew, and I was like, Hudson, I'm keeping this. You can come over. You can come over anytime.
Come look at it. It's on the top shelf, so you can't reach it.
Yeah.
How delicate is something like that? Like a big Lego. So if like I'm looking at it, like if you accidentally bump that wing, does it just that whole thing fall off?
I mean, it's sturdy, but it's not. I mean, I can shake it, but
Okay.
if I were to drop it, I'm sure it would break in half. Yeah,
it's giving me anxiety with you fucking shaking it.
I've shown it on a few live streams, and I'm always drinking, and I'm like, I gotta hold on to it.
Is there
be careful?
Is there a character in there? Is there like Darth Vader or something?
I think.
Oh man, here we go.
No, there is a character on the stand though. So.
Okay.
Yay. That's me.
That's very good. Man, I got so many friends that love Lego now. It's crazy. I can only get the little ones because I only have the patience for. Like, I bought the Mando one recently, which is like just these little tiny ones for like 5-year-olds.
Yeah,
because I have the patience for this. But all those big ones,
some of them are crazy. There's a Lego store. There's a Lego store here, and they have like a Star Destroyer, and it's like, I mean, it's like 10 feet. It's like an $800 Lego set, and it's insane, but it's really cool to go look at. And,
yeah. When my son was younger, that's what all he kept telling us is he wanted the Republic drop ship, which was again one of those like 8-footers that included a full dropping down all-terrain walker and stuff. And you're like, well, I gotta save up money, kid, because it ain't coming from us.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon ones are really cool too, but those are $100.
Yeah, Tyler showed that
$500.
When Wack came on the first time, Tyler showed his Millennium Falcon Lego, which is pretty cool. It's very cool. All right. Saving the best to last here. Let's go. Oh, that's right. He's got the screen share going. How do we do this?
He's got the Pokemon cards.
Add it.
Tell me when to add it.
Yo, go ahead. Yeah, you can just add it. There you go. So I collect Nightmare Before Christmas movie posters, and these are like original movie posters that hung up in theaters and whatnot, and they're from around the world. So I had to take a couple snapshots because they're all around the house, and I just can't get them very well. And some of these pictures were hard to take because of lighting in the house at the time I was taking pictures. But here's a sampling. So this is the US 3D re-release. You might remember a while back the movie was re-released. 3D was all the rage. Everybody was trying to get you to buy a 3D TV, and every time you went to the theater, you could pay extra to get the stupid glasses and get a headache trying to watch the movie and everything else. It was kind of gimmicky and whatnot. But so this was a lenticular poster. So there's various different versions of this poster that exist. Oh, cool. The lenticular 3D poster is the rarest of them. These were basically only distributed to the theaters in less of them. So that's what this. I had a buddy of mine who worked at a theater that hooked me up in getting a hold of this particular poster. I've seen them. They kind of sell at heritage auction stuff for anywhere between $80 to $100 for the poster right now to get one of them. This is a Spanish language variant. This one was was on display in Argentina. It's got fold lines that run through it because they shipped them to some of the European countries and some of the South American countries. They ship posters folded. They don't roll them. So when you get them, they're folded, and that's one of the ways you'll know that if they're fake or not is often when you get a poster. So somebody says, "Oh yeah, this is from this country," and that country they ship them folded and it's all clean rolled poster. You go, "Yeah, no, it ain't original."
Can you say that for us?
Can I say that?
No, say the movie title.
I was going to ask him.
Oh, El Eterno Mundo de Jack. So it's the strange world of Jack. Is how it is what it translates to.
So when you get these framed, do you just frame them yourself, or do
no?
I take
them and have them custom framed.
Yeah. So with the fold lines, right? Do they have something that they do that sort of flattens them out a little bit more?
They can try to press and steam them a little bit, depending on different techniques and what the framers have. But there's only so much you can do when it's this one has a little bit of a wear hole you can see kind of in the middle of the poster from the fold and everything. And there's not really anything you can do about that. But that kind of goes into the value aspect of these, just like comic books, right? If you're trying to resell, it's all about condition on some of this stuff. But so this one's different from the U.S. version of the poster, the early poster, and that is that the original U.S. poster only has Jack standing on the hill, and in this one here you have Sally joins on top of the hill, which is not on the U.S. poster. This is the French poster. This is the French lobby poster. So this is, for those of you in the US, it's 3 feet 9 inches by 5 feet 2 inches. Or for those of you in Australia, it's 1.14 meters by 1.58 meters. So it's a good size poster. Framing it is very expensive. And the worst part about it is once you take the poster to get it framed, is actually you have to transport now a framed poster that's rigid in this size. So you need to have somebody who's got either a large cargo area that you can slide it into, or a pickup truck here in the States. So, but this is one of multiple French posters I have. They all another one I wish I had to pull out, but it's actually not framed yet. Is an all black poster. It's just got lock, shock, and barrel on it. Which is.
Can you read that one?
L'étrange Noël de Monsieur Jack.
The
strange Christmas of Mr. Jack. And in this one, it's kind of weird angle because in my house I can't get straight on it. This is my favorite. This is the rarest of the posters that I have. This is a UK bus stop poster. It's a backlit poster, so you can actually put it in a light box and shine lights through it because it's transparent. There were 3 variants of the Nightmare Before Christmas pre-release bus stop poster in the UK. One had Jack on it, one had Sally, and then one had the mayor. The mayor, there was one of these for every 6 of the other posters that was created. So this is the rarest of them. This is even larger poster at 3 feet 10 inches by 5 foot 11, or 1.17 meters by 1.8 meters. And this was done with one of their shopping centers. It's hard to read. It's all the way in the bottom left corner. Harvey Nichols, and it says, "Avoid the Nightmare Before Christmas and shop at Harvey Nichols." So it's a little co-branding advertising. This was a part of the pre-release poster.
That's so cool. I didn't realize you were such a big fan. I knew you loved it, but all the posters and everything else on top of everything that you've got, it's crazy.
That's just the 4. I just took the 4. That's it.
Yeah, because I was going to say for a long time I've been wanting to do a what's it called? A Star Wars special, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I could probably do a Nightmare Before Christmas special because I know Jamie from ThinkGeekTheory. He's a massive into Nightmare Before Christmas. He could have probably enough to do a whole 5 rounds of each. So that'd be an interesting one too. Maybe for Halloween we could do something like that, Rob.
I have many more things. Yes,
I have enough to do 5 rounds as well, for sure. I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, really? Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, we did it. Made it over an hour. We showed 5 things, well, more than 5 things. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming on. Again, Lee, you're not coming back, but Dan and Rob, you're welcome back anytime.
Not coming back. What?
Yeah, no, you'll be back. I'm joking, mate.
Yeah, next time I'll show off my collection of YouTuber music CDs. It's all of one person though, just one band. Make sure you check out The Worst.
Yeah. I'll have you guys back as returning guests one day, and Lee, you'll be a while, but you'll come back too one day, mate. By then you would have bought more stuff. So yeah, anyone still watching, we appreciate it. Make sure you check out these guys. All their links are in the description below, and check out any previous episodes. Maybe one of your friends have been on and you haven't seen it, so check it out. So yeah, until next time, make sure you keep it simple,
simple,
and we're out of here. Peace.